Good morning. It's Adam here. How you guys doing? I hope you're ready to get some work done this morning. You need a dumbbell, you need some open space to move around a little bit. I've got a mat. We also need a chair, bench, step, something to that you can sit on. That's going to be part of our workout. We're going to be lowering down onto the chair and raising up, as well as putting a toe up, like on the chair behind us for split squats. Okay. So go ahead and grab that equipment that we'll need. There's not going to be any music from me in the background, so hopefully you can find something to listen to, as well as hear me and the timer going off. We're doing 45-second sets with a 15-second break in between. 4 different groups of exercises, a right and a left-sided exercise. If you check the title, it's leg day today. So I'm going to challenge our lower body quite a bit, I think, and hopefully be a little sore this weekend. All righty, let's go ahead and get warmed up so we can get moving around. I'm just going to leave this here for now. You don't really need it for the warm-up. So hopefully you got your chair, got your dumbbells. I've got a variety of dumbbells here. I know you probably don't have that luxury. So if you need to adjust by putting one of them down or doing less weight, I'll call that out as we go. Okay, let's get warmed up here. Go ahead and reach both hands up towards the sky. Stretch, open up that whole torso, stretching your spine, and left hand to left knee, right hand reaches over to that left side, one side and the other, one side and the other. Nice job. Both hands up and throw them down towards the floor. Throw them down, scoop them up. Woo. It was a hard week this week. Shoulders are sore, chest is a little sore. Always in the obliques. Got a soft little bend in my knees. All right, let's go ahead. Keep that same looseness in your shoulders. Turn your hips side to side. Keep your feet flat on the floor for the first 5 or 6 times we do this. And I'm going to roll up onto that toe, letting that rotation come into my hip a little bit more. Into your ankle. Been doing this more recently and it still feels good. Turning over onto that toe, finding that stretch into the top of your foot, top of your ankle. Feels like something that I've ignored, and no, it feels good to stretch it. Good job. All right, plant that left foot. We're gonna wake up that hip and bend my right knee, up, out, down and back. So think about the muscles in your hip and in your glute that are controlling that balance. They're going to be active today. We're going to do, like I said, some right and left-sided leg exercises. So you got 5 circles on one side, 10 swings, kick it forward, and let that heel come up, back behind. Job. Plant that foot that was swinging. Bend the other knee. 5 nice big circles. And 10 swings. challenge that balance, that's something you can practice too. Work on that stability connection to the ground with your feet. Nice job. All right, so feet wider than shoulder width apart, knees and toes tracking together at about a 45-degree angle out. I'm going to lean over to the left, straighten my right knee, hands on one side and then the other. So I'm coming up to the top, just lean over, lean over. We'll be hitting this range of motion later, so spend some time here loosening up. Getting into those inner thighs. All right, I'm gonna walk my hands down to the floor, walk from foot to foot, keeping my hips low, finding that stretch. Side to side, nice job. Starting to put a little weight on your hands. We don't have too many planks today. Not too much on your wrist, but it's always important to stretch those wrists out. Just like ankles and feet, right? All right, from there, we're gonna find this flat back, beast plank position, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes, and lift your knees up off the floor. You're gonna shoulder tap, knee tap, 5 times through. Ready? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. Step it back to plank position. Hands under your shoulders. Bring that left foot up close to your left hand. Open it up and switch. We're not rushing through these. It's not a mountain climber. Find that stability and control in the movements, right? Trying to keep your back nice and flat. Open it up and down. We'll do 3 times on either side. Last one over here. Step it back, forward. Nice job. Shift your hips back into a downward dog. So pressing hands into the floor, using my shoulders, and then think about pedal your heels, one foot and the other. Bend one knee, straighten the other, and switch. Just going back and forth. Nice job. Press back into those hands. Plank position. Walk your hands back to your feet. I'm going to sit in this deep squat for just a second. Try and connect your heels to the floor, wherever you have to be. And drive hips up. And roll it up to standing. Nice job. All right, we got just a minute or so here. Find a nice little bounce. Light on the balls of your feet. Trying to bring that heart rate up just a little bit. Let's go ahead. Bring your knees up. Knees up a little higher. Butt kickers. And jumping jacks. Good job. All right, keep moving it around. go into our first round demonstration. All right. So let's squat right and kick out. So for 45 seconds, let's see, I'm gonna grab just one dumbbell for this one. I'm gonna have goblet position, so that can be, depending on your position of comfort, you could be holding onto one head in front, letting the bottom hang down, or both heads get a little bit more of a shoulder squeeze. I'm keeping it not so it's resting up on my shoulders, but just in front of my chest, okay? So from here for 45 seconds, you're gonna squat down, so sit your hips back, trying to keep that weight with your elbows over your knees, drive straight up at the top of that squat. You're going to put your weight on your right foot, left leg hip raise. So it's tough to, when it's slowed down like that, but sped up from squat, hip raise, squat, hip raise. For 45 seconds, do that same side, and we gotta do the other. Biceps are already getting warm from keeping that weight right there in front. So make sure you pick an acceptable weight. You could have 2 dumbbells racked in front of you. You could, as long as you're keeping your chest and shoulders up on your squat, make it more of a deadlift motion, down and up, and kick, okay? So we're gonna do the right side, do the left side, and then we're gonna move down to the ground. This is a little different. Normally we would save this stuff towards the end, but I wanted to bring your hamstrings into play. Nothing too stressful, hopefully. I'm gonna take my dumbbell, press up. The dumbbell here is just holding that nice stable position. So I'm at about a 90-degree angle in my knees. The whole 45 seconds, the exercise is I'm gonna step out. So I'm greater than that 90 degrees, out, back, back, out, back, back, okay? So just stepping out, keeping your hips up off the mat, takes a lot of hip strength, glute strength, just pressing up, finding that nice, stable instability. That's gonna be fun. So squeeze those glutes up. Hamstrings. Time to wake up. All right, 45 seconds each. We'll do that 3 times through. Who's ready for some fun? I am. 10 seconds. Find that goblet position, weights in front. Squat, I'm gonna kick out with the left. Kick out with the left. So that squat might take a little bit to sink down into it to really feel loosened up, ready to go. Thinking about your hip up top and that glute and that raise, kick out to the side. Nice job, you get a 15-second break. Turn that volume up. Other side, kicking out. Squat, hip raise, squat. We're doing this 3 times through, so find that pace that you can stay nice and steady at for 45 seconds. It's not always a sprint. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. It's not always about getting as many as you possibly can. More important here, try and have a good form on that squat. Reset. Time. Nice job. Find the floor. Modification for this would be you could have your hands out to the side to stabilize a little bit more. I definitely see that helping. All right, hips up, step away, step in, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. I'm switching up which foot steps out first, each rep. Nice job, 15 seconds. My goodness, that's a lot of hamstring activity. All right, let's loosen it up again in this squat. Quick little break if you need to pause the video. Otherwise, here we go, round 2. Hip raise. Oh. Sometimes those knees sound like they need an oil can or something, right? Like Wizard of Oz. That's why we want to build strong muscles all around them. Support those joints. 15-second break. Nice job. Doing okay still? It's only going to get worse. Neutral squat, kick out to the other side. And again, think about working this hip and glute on that side with the kick out each time, and then back to just your normal squat. Everybody's squat is going to be a little bit different, the range of motion, the one side versus the other side, how they're feeling. I know my right knee pops out to the side when I get down, especially if I'm trying to keep some kind of a rhythm. So just find that working area that you can live in. We're getting a sweat. We're finding a little bit of burn. Hips up, step out, in. Make sure you're switching up which foot you're leading off, stepping out with. I'm really only moving my heels out about a foot, and back to like closer under the hips position. 12 seconds. Nice shot. Last round. It's fun, right? Final time through. Good squats. Make them your best. I'll turn to the side. Down, straight up. Lift that hip just out to the side, right? I'm keeping my toe, trying to point forward. I'm not like opening that hip up and kicking to the side. Nice job. So that flexibility of your inner thigh and your hip might come into play. Like try and find the outside of that range of motion. You're kicking it up there, but keep your toe pointed forward on that side. Squat, hip up. Nice job. Last those squats like this. Nice. Nice job. Last. Hamstring step out, or hip raise step out, or whatever we want to call it. I feel this one a lot, actually. So hips up, knees are at 90 about, step out about a foot, step out, step back, back. Step out, step up, step back, nice job. Hips up. Your low back is contributing to that stability. Woo. Time, nice job. You made it. Alrighty, moving on to our next round. Good job. Let those legs recover just a little bit. Let's see, I don't need my mat for right now. We're not using the chair for this set. That's just the third set. So, we're going to do, again, the right and the left side, and then a bit more of a kind of a combination movement. So, the first move, I'm going to attach my left foot to the floor. It's not going to move from here. So I'm going to step back and lunge, step forward, step out to the side and lunge. That right knee bends, left knee is still stationary. Step back, step forward. So for 45 seconds, my right foot is moving, my left foot is staying the same. Doing a rear lunge, lateral lunge, forward lunge. You come back to the center each time. So step it back to the middle, out to the side, to the middle, forward, to the middle. The weight can still be in that goblet squat position. If your biceps are already cooking, we could do out to the side as long as it's not getting in the way. So on the rear lunge, it's okay. That lateral side lunge, you're okay. Just keep it down in front. Make sure chest and shoulders are staying up. And then it's like a suitcase in the front. Roger. So we got right side, left side. 45 seconds each. And then we're gonna find like a duck walk position. So this might have to be this goblet hold. So I'm gonna drop my hips. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3 steps. Knee comes up, so like I'm coming up straight and then dropping back down. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, for 45 seconds. and then into that lunge series. Okay? So still finding that pace that you can kind of maintain for 3 sets of that. We've got a wide range of work here, okay? So I'm gonna keep this weight down by my side, stepping back in a rear lunge, out to the side in a lateral lunge, forward, suitcase. Back to the side, forward. So I'm keeping my toes pointed forward on that side lunge. That makes a difference in how it feels for me. Good job, 15 seconds. Step it back, out to the side, forward. Nice job. Other side. So make sure you got room. With that 15-second break, I'm gonna switch hands with the dumbbells. Chest and shoulders stay up. And that rear lunge, back to center, out to the side, back to the center, forward lunge. Nice job. Step it back. Step out to the side, forward. Find that rhythm. Nice job. 3 different angles. 3 different looks. Alrighty, 15-second break. Finding that lateral walking, like duck walk. So I'm gonna find that down low position. 1, 2, 3. Inside knee up, drop down. 1, 2, 3. Oops. So always stepping out with that lateral leg, the direction you're stepping. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Nice job. 20 seconds. So I'm bending my knees, hips are back, keeping my chest and shoulders up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Step wide, narrow, wide, up, wide, narrow, wide, up. Nice work. That's 1 round. 2 more just like that. Good morning, Jenny. Having fun on leg day. All right. Left leg is stationary, right leg is moving. Rear lunge. Back to center. Lateral lunge. Suitcase. Step it back. Step it out to the side. Step it forward. Trying to challenge your proprioception a little bit too. Like how well can you follow these directions? 10 seconds. So switch. Shake it out. All right, the leg that was moving before, that leg stationary. Make sure you have room. Step it back, center, to the side, center, forward, center. Can you feel different muscles activating differently on the rear lunge versus the lateral lunge for sure, versus the forward? Find those differences. That's what we're here for. job. All right, duck walk. Step, step, knee raise. Step, step, knee raise. Side to side. So the narrow wide is helping me keep track a little bit. Squat. Step, 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 up. Step, 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 up. Step, 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 up. Step, up. Step up. Step. 15 seconds. You got this. Stay down low on that walk. One more round of each of those. You got it. Plant that left leg. Step it back with the right. Out to the side. And forward. Jumping off camera. I'm so excited. For this to be the last round. If you wanted to make this a little bit harder, you could have 2 dumbbells. Just make sure they're staying in front, your chest and shoulders are staying up on that lateral lunge. Step it back, center, side, center, forward, center. Short time. One more round. Fifteen-second break. Other side. All right. Right foot is planted, left leg steps back, step out to the side, and step it forward. Center. Center after each time. Trying to work a lot of different angles. And when we divide up the right and the left side, you're definitely able to focus a bit more on the form, on the activation one side versus the other. So hopefully you're not compensating one side versus the other. All right, last set of lateral duck walk knee raise. Squat, step, 2, 3, up, step, 2, 3, up, step, 2, 3, up, step, 2, 3, up, step, 2, 3. Nice job. Stay down low, like there's a wire that you're ducking under. But you're not ducking, hinging your back. You're ducking, bending those knees, working those nice big muscles in your legs. Up, down, step, down, up, squat. Nice work, everybody. That's the halfway point of the exercise. Woo. Recover, grab a drink, shake it out. We're going to grab our chair or whatever kind of elevated surface. Well, that's not true. You could have 2 different levels. So we're going to do a split squat, which means one foot is going back on this chair. I'm going to have a little bit of a forward lean. I'm trying to drive. I'm not making sure that my knee doesn't go past my toe on this front foot, but then I'm driving back from the ball of my foot. Like spread your toes out nice and wide. Find that nice stable position. Drive it back from your toes. Toes, right? So that might feel a little bit high if you have like a kitchen chair. Do your best, find your stability. You can do that split squat from just toe reaching back behind as well. Do that same thing. Just kind of bring your knee down towards your heel. Make sure this front knee isn't going over your toe. You can still see your toe and you're driving back. Trying to put a little bit more pressure on my quads and the tops of your thighs, okay? So we're doing that to one side, then the other. And our third exercise, or that third 45-second set, we're gonna do pistol squats. So I'm lowering down into this chair. Make sure that you have this, right? That the chair is stable behind you, that it's not gonna slide away. I'm going to sit back and squat. I've already got some fatigue coming on my legs. This is gonna be tough. So just use one leg to push up and minimal momentum. I'm gonna push up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. So you can have like your heel, your front heel in contact, like a little kickstand as you shift over and just drive up. Most of the work is on that foot that's closer to the chair. And again, really make sure that you're safe on this one. There's a lot of pressure on one leg, and if that chair behind you is very stable, if it shoots away, you're definitely going down to the ground, which hopefully that doesn't happen to me, but it just might. You can have your weights. I'm going to try and use my weights, but both of these, since they're so kind of isolated and focused on one side versus the other, you could get good work over the course of 45 seconds without your dumbbell as well. All right. 10 seconds. Let's find that good split squat position. So toe up on the bench behind you. I'm going to have my weight in front. I'm bending that front knee, making sure I can still see my toe and pushing back. You can even cut that range of motion short. So if I don't want to come all the way up here and relax, you can just keep that slight bend in your knee to keep tension on the muscles of that front leg for the whole 45 seconds. Woo. My hamstrings and my glutes really like to take over on this exercise, and that's why I said I'm trying to put more focus on my quads, but it's hard, especially when that fatigue is coming on. Nice. 20 seconds. Need to find a different position for my dumbbells. Alrighty. All right, 3 pistol squats on one side. Switch your feet. So you can start. I'm going to drop my weight on this because I don't want to lose my chair. Push it up with one foot, sit it back. 2, 3, and down. Switch your feet while seated. 1, 2, 3. Switch your feet while seated. I keep doing that wrong. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Trying to control that little bit of a descent. Don't just fall back in your chair. Nice job. That's one round done. 2 more to go. Just like that. Split squat. You'll notice I changed positions with the weight, so less of my arm fatigue is coming into play, right? There's so many factors going on, I can't put the focus where I want it to go. Nice job, 15 seconds. Other side. I'm going to switch hands with the weight. Switch that foot. Find your balance. Now I'm going for active thigh, quad muscles, right? There's lots of stabilizing going on in the ankle and everything, but where I want to put my focus is this quad. I'm trying to keep tension. Like I said, my hamstrings really like to take over. This squats. You might have to find out just what that position is for you, right? Find your connections. It's going to be different for everybody. Starting down, take one foot out. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Find that stability. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 8. Nice job. Final round. Find that split squat position. Last time on this side. You got it. Focus, you got it. 15 seconds. Burn it out. Oh God. Nice work. Other hand, other foot back on the anchor. Let's find it. So if you wanted to make this way more of a hamstring, keep your chest and shoulders up, drive up from your heel, and think about reaching that back knee down towards the floor. Like I said, I'm trying to put a little bit more focus on the quad, so I'm pushing back from the ball of my foot a little bit more than my heel. 10 seconds. Burn it out. Last set. 3x3 pistols. 2, 1, switch. 3, 2, 1, switch. You can lift your body weight with one leg. Just imagine how much more stable you'll be using both legs. Nice job. Coming up on our last set, we can get rid of this chair. Nice job. All right, catch your breath. Stretch it out one last time. So our right and left sided movements. We're going to bring your abs into it just a little bit, but we're going to still try and keep that focus on lower body, legs, and again, working on hips and glute strength. So I'm going to find a good side plank position. So I like to be on my elbow. I've got this little kickstand out in front for stability. Takes a lot of pressure off that shoulder in an unstable position. So I've got a side plank. From here, I'm going to hip dip. So I'm reaching my hip down towards the mat. Raise, raise, down. So raising that top leg, you can definitely do that from a staggered stance or from a knee plank, which I might be doing by the third set. Still doing that hip down, hip up, hip down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Thinking about that outer hip and glute. So we're doing one side then the other. And last movement of the day. If you've been to my boot camp class, you may have seen this one before. It's challenging mobility-wise. I'll grab onto my dumbbell, I think, for this one. Have the dumbbell in front. So shin box is, I'm starting with my feet hip width apart in front of me. I'm going to turn knees down to the floor, making this box of my shins, right? Trying to get 90 to 90. The weight stays in front of me. From here, I'm going to rock forward, squeezing glutes up to this like kneeling kind of crooked position, and then sit back, just like you did on those pistol squats. Knees come up, knees turn to the side, and drive it up. Nice job. So we're going to do 45 seconds here, just alternating side to side. I'm going to grab another mat to put down just because I'm wimpy. But, so you don't have to use a weight for that to be challenging. So definitely adjust accordingly, right? It's tricky range of motion on your hips, but that's kind of what we're working on, finding that connections. So lower body wise, it's a lot of glute and hip strength, okay? Side plank. So hip dip, hip raise, hip dip, hip raise. The nice thing about this is it's like a double hip blast. Even that hip that's on the bottom side, when you raise your top leg, that bottom hip has to work a lot harder to keep your hips up off the ground, because that top leg, that inner thigh strength, isn't contributing to that stabilizing. So if you're feeling like you're tipping over, your top arm can come down in front, be another little kickstand. Hip down, up, down, down, up. Told you that was going to be fun. Nice. All right, stack those feet. Good side plank position. Hip down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Trying to keep my chest, for the most part, open. Hips, for the most part, open to the front. Like I said, you can reach that top arm down for a little extra stability. 20 seconds. Side plank, one of the best movements for your obliques, those side abs. And again, just general body control. All right, chin box. So starting from that seated position in the middle, turn to the side, up, turn to the other side, up. If you have tight hips like me, this rotation here is where a lot of the kind of difficulty comes from. And your abs are also involved, not letting you sit back too far in this kind of boat position. Squeeze those glutes forward at the top. Sit it back under control. Nice job. One round done. 2 to go. Side plank. Stack those feet, hip up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Oh God, 15 seconds. It's the nice thing about side plank is even if you have to stop doing the hip dips and hip raises, just maintaining that side plank for endurance, for leaning in to that discomfort. Feel pretty stable right here, right? My elbow is underneath my shoulder, chest is open nice and wide. And then when you want to, when you feel comfortable, you can add in that hip dip, hip raise. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Don't cheat. I quit early. Don't be like me. Try and last that whole 45 seconds. Chin box, hips up, squeeze your glutes, down, center, other side, hips up, glutes forward. Ten seconds. Final round of work for the day. You got it. We'll end right at 1 hour. Stack those feet, hips up, down, up, down, down, up, down. 'Nice job, nice job. Last plank set. Stack those feet, hips up, chest and hips open, down, up, down, down, up, down. 15 seconds, hang on. Nice job, you made it. Final work set. This one actually might feel a little better on this third round because you're a little bit more used to keeping your feet connected to the floor, rotating that femur in your hip socket. You might be a little bit more loose at this point from actually doing this. You should add this to your daily mobility routine. That hip mobility. Nice job, everybody. How are those legs feeling? Doing okay? Oh, gosh. Make sure you're drinking water, giving yourself a chance to stretch out. Thank you so much for coming to the Rogue Valley Family YMCA page. Working on getting those live classes, otherwise keep looking back here for lots of different stuff. We've got yoga, we've got core class. Go to the website. I guess core is on Zoom now, but rvymca.org. Bye.